Hey guys, StinaRose here, and welcome back to another episode from the Welsknight Patron Server. We are here in, the tunnel leading to my fish farm, because today I have a project that I have been needing to get going. We are in need of a sheep farm. I have 2 or 3 sheep wandering around the island, and they're both white sheep. And if I'm going to there's the thunder again. If I'm going to be able to make all the beds for the shoe, I need sheep. I need a lot of sheep. So I thought today I would work on getting my sheep farm up and going, and that means making it. And I plan on making the sheep farm underground. So let me show you where I'm thinking about making this sheep farm. So right here in the wall, what I'm planning on doing is cutting into this wall and kind of making the sheep farm in this area underneath of the island. I'm not sure if I'm going to come out this way with the sheep farm or if I'm going to turn the sheep farm and come out underneath of have it underneath of this house. Not quite sure about that, but yeah, this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to get the sheep farm up and going and get the sheep bred up in there, and that is my plan. So let me get busy. Chopping through the stone wall, and I will get back to you when I've made a little bit of progress. All right, guys, see you in a minute. All right, I have hollowed out the area that I need for the sheep farm. I did manage to get a sheep down here. I had 3 sheep on my island. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to them. In fact, it seems that today the game is eating things off of my island. So far 3 different villagers have gone missing and the 2 other sheep. So I'm kind of worried about what's going to happen, what's going to go missing next. But you know, that is what it is. I do have someone who's collecting more sheep for me. I'm going to be paying them diamonds for the trouble. I just don't have time to go collect the sheep myself. So one way to help the economy of the server by allowing someone else to help me out with that. But yeah, I'm going to now get busy making up I'm not sure why I left. Making up the room design for this area. So basically what there's going to be is there's going to be 4 pens, 1, 2, 3, 4 pens on every wall, and that will give me 1 pen for every color sheep. And then here I will have a set of storage chests for wool before I take it back over to my regular storage room. So that's what's going to go here, and then this whole center area will be open. That's the plan for now, at least. So let me start working on the design for the sections, and I will be back with you in just a moment. And hopefully there'll be some more sheep here too. All right, so the sheep have finally arrived. I got them down in here. Originally I was going to have the thing go through here, but I figured out that this is actually a better entrance point. It is kind of neat. You come down here and you don't really see it. You come around the corner, it's like, okay. But when you come back this way, it's very obvious. So let's just come down here and I'll show you what we've got going on. Yeah, we've got a bunch of sheep. The ones that were brought over are named name tag. So what I want to do right now is I need to breed these guys up again. So let's grab the wheat. See if we can get their attention. We just want to breed them up again. I'm going to need, my goal is 4 of each color. Okay. So these brown ones, I yeah, once I have 4 of them, they're all going to go together. But I also need to figure out where the different colors are going to be. So I think what I'll do is I'll put one fence post in each of the spots so that I can put a carpeted, a carpet there, so I can see what the color for that spot is going to be. It'll also allow me to get the brown sheep into their correct area because, you know, they're almost completely bred up. So that's what I'm doing right now. I did it with very simple design, you know, just plain stone on the back wall, spruce logs, spruce slabs, glowstone with a trapdoor, and then we've got the oak fences. So that's what we're going with for this. Okay, so I think we're going to start with black. Black will be, what direction do I want to go around? I think we'll start here. So this will be black. After black, we'll do dark gray. Well, the regular gray. I call it dark gray, but it's just regular gray. Light gray. And then white. After the white will be pink. After the pink comes red. Oh. After the red, we'll do magenta. And then purple. And then blue. So that's going to be coming over here. Now, if I've done this right, there should be 16 of these spots. If I've not done this right, then I'm going to have to start over. So I'm really hoping I did this right. Light blue, cyan, green, lime, yellow, orange, and brown. I think we did it correctly. Okay, so what I'm planning on doing is having the 3, yes, that's where you're going to live, having the 3 fences across the front with the carpet on top of each of them. That's the plan right now, and hopefully I can get that done. So what I'm going to work on now is breeding up these sheep and then forcing them into their little cubicles, and once that's all accomplished, I will be back with you. Alright guys, I have made a lot of progress since the last update. Let's just go down here and I will show you what's going on. I did make a little bit of a derp. So when I put in the ceiling originally, I put it in 1 block too low. So when I came over to get inside of the pens, I couldn't get over top of the fences. So I had to go through and raise the whole ceiling up 1 level. So I did that. I changed the center section, added support pillars at all the connections. I had skipped some originally. I think it looks better this way. I also added these oak fences up here, and I like the diagonals that it gives. You know, you're coming down the stairs, and you get this nice diagonal this way and this nice diagonal that way. Walking through, you're getting the diagonals as well, and I really like that look. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, I did get all of the all of the sheep in. I've got 4 of each color. I want to come over here, put in some shears. Never have enough shears, right? So I thought maybe we could go around and see how much we'll get. Oh, yes. This is a storybook island, right? So we have to have a story to go along with the sheep farm. And don't tell Bo Peep, but I may have found her sheep. And they might not be coming home. So yeah, this is just a small sheep farm. Not a lot to it. Now I'm stuck on the fence. Okay. Not a lot to it, but it works. And that's the most important thing. Having something that works. And I don't necessarily need a ton of wool, but I do need to have access to all the colors in small supply. There's a shop in the market that I often go to for my wool. It is it's where I've gotten most of the wool for my nether hub and the different projects that we've done so far. But when I just need a few pieces, like for the beds, it's going to be nice to have my own supply. And this has been a much needed, something that I've been needing to do. I just knew that it was going to take some time to get it all set up, and it did. Breeding up the sheep, getting them into the different pens, and that it didn't happen right away. It took a while. It took some sheep. Oops, sorry, sheep. So sorry. Thank you for giving me your wool anyway. It took some wrangling. I do feel bad for Notch. Notch Hero is one of the other people on the server. He's the one that I paid to bring me a couple more sheep, and in his endeavors to bring me the sheep, he ended up dying. Wasn't necessarily while he was bringing me the sheep, but while he was looking around my island, and he died. He fell into the unfinished ship. There's right now no ladder out of the hold, and so he attempted to get out. I can't remember if he ender pearled unsuccessfully or if he... Whoa. That was weird. Ender pearled unsuccessfully, or if he tried to elytra out, but whatever he did, kinetic energy caught up with him, and he ended up dying. And then because I was AFK here at my base, all of his stuff despawned. So that was a sad thing, and I do feel bad about that. But thank you. I paid Notch. He got a little bit of a bonus, and I really do thank him for the effort that he did to bring me some more sheep so that I could breed these guys up. But here we have it. This is one go through. So we're talking anywhere between 6 to 10 pieces of wool per color as we go through. Not, like I said, not terribly amazing, but for a small farm, I'm pretty happy with that. Put that all in here. So this is just temporary storage for the wool. Temporary storage. The real wool storage is down in my base, in the storage room. Now, okay, so I could call this project done, but this floor is boring. It is so boring. So I want to go through now and add some interest to the floor. We're coming down out of this really nice tunnel area that Adam Master did for us. So we got a lot of texture variation, a lot of different colors, a lot of stuff going on here. And then we come down into green. So I want to add some interest to this. Maybe not go as detailed as what I did in the triple spawner room, but I do want to add some interest to this floor. So let me get busy with that. Let me grab some blocks and some stuff, and I will be back with you in just a little bit. Okay, I have gotten the texture variation in on this, and I think it looks a whole lot better. I went with a bit of an overgrown look, not too overgrown. As you can see, this is the main path, so it's pretty open. But as we get closer to these poles, I've got some grass growing up, some, of course, rose bushes. My favorite thing to add to builds, of course. Because, you know, this whole StinaRose thing. Poppies, which are kind of miniature rose bushes in my texture pack. And some of these orchids. I love the blue. I think it just gives it a bit of a pop of color. I did bone meal the area just to see what would come up, and it was a lot of dandelion, and I didn't like the way the yellow looked in this room. It just didn't seem to work quite right. So I got rid of the dandelions, put them in a chest. I may use them in some other project a different time. But basically the floor is path blocks, coarse dirt, podzol, the regular grass, and then here we have glowstone with green carpet over the top. Because what I was noticing, even though we have the glowstone in the ceiling, it was causing a lot of shadow, because I guess it wasn't reaching down to the ground enough. So I added the glowstone underneath on the floor just to give it a bit brighter area, mostly because these sheep are eating the grass, and if it's not bright enough, the grass will not spread back to the dirt, and then I'll have trouble because the sheep won't be able to get a new coat, and then my whole farm, because this is the wool farm, it would not be working. So yeah, it was kind of necessary to make sure that it was lit up. In that same vein, I added torches to the back wall along the corners of all of this, just so that we could have extra light in there so the grass would grow a little bit faster. But I think this project is finished. I have done a couple more shearings, and you see we are getting very close to having a full stack of each color. So I think this is working out well. Yes, it's a small farm. This is not going to do well if I need a whole bunch of one color. But if I get to that point, I'll probably go buy it at the market, kind of boost the local economy. But for my in-home needs here on the base, I think that this is good enough. Mostly I need these because I want to do a whole bunch of beds in the old woman's shoe. And I needed all the wool colors to do that. But guys, I think that is all the time that I have for this episode. The episode itself might be shorter than normal. I know I did a lot of off-camera work, but time-wise, I am out of time. I'd like to get this episode edited and out to you very soon, so I am going to call it here. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to leave me a comment. I love to hear from you guys. You guys are amazing. We are, at the time of this recording, just 2 subscribers away from having 150 subscribers, and I cannot believe that. You guys are just blowing my mind with your support and love, and I thank you so much for that. I cannot wait to see what 2018 is going to be like for this channel and where we're going to go together. But yeah, I'm now at a loss for words, so I guess I'll just leave it there. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.